Hello. So it looks like you have your Chadagan. Congratulations and thank you for your trust. And this, let's say, presentation is dedicated for you to have a gentle introduction into this instrument, the total basics, and really, from my perspective, everything you may need to start playing for yourself. First of all, this is a brand new instrument, and it is good to know that gradually, with playing, with using it, with being in contact with it, it will fine-tune itself and fine-tune with you, because these wooden instruments, they need time for the resonances to go through the wood, so the wood will kind of mold itself to the shape of the vibration that you bring. And this takes, with the wooden instruments, about half a year, when you of course use it. And also important thing, probably because it's a new instrument, the strings are brand new, they are still stretching a bit, it may be that it came and it is out of tune. So after saying a few more words, I will present you how to tune an instrument. Anyway, an instrument like this, an acoustic instrument, handmade, with a dedication, with an intention to bring sweetness to life, to bring beauty, subtlety, joy, and also to be an instrument of expressing where I am, what I feel, also what I want to invite, expressing my prayers. So it is good at the beginning that you treat this relationship like any new relationship, with care, and maybe feel for yourself it may be a good idea to not give it to others, not give it to play for a good musician to play it, because it will simply make it more difficult for you if you are not a musician. If you are a musician, you will know. But to kind of make an intimate relationship first with yourself, not to be intimidated, not to have to struggle with shame or ideas about, no, but I never played and sounds like this or that. The point of this instrument is it's a pentatonic instrument, pentatonic scale tuned instrument. It has originally been tuned to 432 Hertz, and it's a matter of preferences. With these tuning keys, it is really easy to retune to 440, the so-called classical scale, or any other basic tuning. So, since it is pentatonic, each string with each another string will be in tune, in harmony. So whatever string you may pluck, it will be okay. And not only okay, it will be beautiful. The way I would approach the first sounds, the first moments with the Chadagan, is simply plucking the string and listening. You can use just your forefinger I'm using my skin, not my nail. And I usually hold the forefinger with the thumb. Also, if I would play with this finger, I would hold it with my thumb. It gives me more strength and stability. And so you just enjoy the sounds and learn. Your body will learn the sounds. And luckily they are all in harmony, which is helpful just to enjoy and relax in it. When using both hands, it's a matter of how your brain hemispheres are synchronized, which simply to what extent you can play a different thing with one hand and a different thing with the other. And it's a matter of practice, or maybe even not. Maybe it will come. The truth is, the more you somehow relax and open the attention of listening, the easier it gets. And as you could see, since I'm right-handed, I use my left hand to create a basic rhythm. And it can be various rhythms. I'm showing you the most simple and in reality the one I use the most. So 2 fingers, forefinger and thumb, plucking 2 strings. Not the ones that are exactly next to one another, but with a gap of 1 string. Just sometimes a high one. So this is like creating a movement, a certain dynamic. Let's say it's like giving the background of a foundation of a story, of a journey. And then with my other hand, I start describing the landscape or painting the landscape. The suggestion is to start slowly. It's really 3 fingers. You can of course explore all your fingers. I leave such a practices to you, and I can hear that this instrument is slightly out of tune, so I will use this moment. You will have some suggestions in the materials you receive with this instrument of applications for the mobile phone, for the smartphone, for tuning, or for computer, also good. Mine looks like this. It's tuned in 433 Hz, and because this is how the instrument is basically tuned. So I put it, for example, here, it's well enough. And start from the bass. The bass note in this original tuning is A2, because it also always shows the letter and the number next to it, so it's A2. Perfect, this one is good. So I check the other one, which is C3 in this case, and it is going a bit low, so I need to increase the tension. And to increase the tension, I turn the key. Oh, it's not this direction, so it means it's the other direction. Until I reach a C, and it turns green. Different tuners can have different colors, but usually it shows when it's in tune. The point is, the movement I'm making is rather gentle and slow to see the change. If I'm turning the key, plucking the string, and nothing is changing, it means that you're not plucking the string that you're turning. Most likely. Or that the string is already broken and there's nothing to pull. Oh, this is completely out of tune, higher. It's D3, the third sound. So I'm loosening slowly the string. You can hear. And now I'm going back up. Yes. Oh, still too high. In this case I'm tuned, but as I said at the beginning, your new instrument may be more out of tune since the strings are still stretching out. And also you will receive the instructions of how to change the string in case it breaks, which sometimes may happen, but is not very common and probably will not happen soon. Once you download the tuner, it is good to know it is an acoustic instrument, so when you want to tune it, a relative silence is needed in the space. If somebody is talking, the tuner will pick up his voice. If there is some huge noise, the tuner will also pick up the voice, and sometimes it is going crazy anyway. It usually means that it is still catching the previous string, so once this string is in tune, you can silence it and then move to another one. It is a very important thing. You always start to tune from the lowest strings. If the instrument is really out of tune, like really big time, it will take several times to go from the bottom to the top and then again check the bottom until they are in line. And after a while, after not so long, the strings will find their tension, and then when the instrument is in the bag or in a stable environment, it will keep the tuning for most part. But if you move around, you go to somewhere where there is very cold or moist, it is always needed to check before you start playing if the instrument is tuned. Usually when it is stable, where I have my instrument in the bag, because I keep my Chadagan in the bag because of the cats, because of different things, to keep it safe, also because to keep it out of dust, let's say, so it's not covered with dust. I keep it in my bag, and if I take this bag somewhere else, and open it only just before playing, then it will be all good. But if it stays longer in very different conditions, it is good to check if it's tuned, because it is not a nice feeling when you start playing it. You know how beautiful it sounds, and suddenly you go big time into strange sounds. Unless you are very open to chaos, then it's okay. So tuning, yeah, and then you go up, check. For example, also important, one side you will increase the tension turning towards you, and on the other side you will increase the tension turning the other way, against you, let's say. You'll find out, but they are not the same, so you don't turn the same way, but the opposite ways. But you will hear, and also the tuner will show you if you're going up or down. In the worst case scenario, which I hope will not happen to you, tensioning the string too far, the string will break. I will make another movie where I show how to change the string. It's no big deal, don't worry. It happens. It happened to me many times. Not so many, but it happened. Especially gradually when the strings are getting older. With your Chadagan you received probably several strings to change, especially the highest one and the lowest one, and also suggested strings to obtain for the changing. So yeah, I know it has been a lot of information, but I somehow wanted you to be taken care in the first moments, and I will do my best to bring you further with another steps. As being a very simple instrument, still it is a string instrument, it can be retuned, and there are things that can be happening that doesn't happen, for example, on hand pans or even kalimbas, which are for me the same group, which are kind of pentatonic instruments that are simply there ready to be played. At the same time, these extra points, they open a much wider possibility of different landscapes, different tunings, about which I will be talking more. Thank you, and really enjoy. Most of all, enjoy this, the sounds. Enjoy the new adventure of sound, new landscapes, new stories, and the sweetness of life. Thank you.